Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as the flying monster in this one. This is Kraken. We're against Emmett, Hank, Abe and Parnell for this one. It is a distillery. We'll do voodoo actually. I was going to say we'll do a bit of an Arctic skin, but nah, we'll do voodoo instead. We will pick everything except Banshee Mines. You do get 3 ability points at the beginning. You also get choice of 1 perk. We will do traversals, because it's just kind of universally good on a lot of monsters, so we'll see. If it is your first video, welcome. This is a 4v1 ASIM. From 2015. At the very beginning, as the monster, we are going to be stage 1, and we are very weak. We want to avoid the hunters. Once we've done that, we go around and basically find things to kill and eat. Once we fill up the ring meter that you'll see appearing, we'll be able to evolve to the next stage. Stage 2 is where most of the fighting will begin. And yeah, we will see where we go from there. Is actually one of my favourite maps, this, so we'll see. Take to the skies, we'll head towards the beach, see if we get an early move speed. Certain wildlife do have buffs attached to them, that could be it actually. That actually is it, okay. There we go. Nice. Take that early. He is right on top of birds, which is going to tell the hunters where we are when we move away from these. Never mind, those birds just didn't alert for some reason, that was weird. You know what they do. But yeah, when you play as monster, especially at stage 1 in the early game, you want to be very careful of where you're actually going, because if the hunters find you whilst you're at this vulnerable stage, there is a very strong likelihood that you'll die. So we just want to keep an eye on what's going on. We didn't alert birds, so they don't know for a concrete fact where I am. However, with this being bots, they do kind of just know where you are by 1s and 0s, so they'll sort of just follow your tracks. There we go, there's the birds. We'll start landing over here now. We do have stage 2 ready though, so we'll get a bit more distance. We'll grab it. Here. We'll go stage 2. When we evolve, we gain size, HP, damage, and ability points, which is what you'll see here. We'll buy the 4th ability and we'll upgrade Aftershock and Lightning Strike. We don't really need to bother with Vortex because it kind of does everything it needs to as a pushback type ability. Do you know what? I will actually take ability cooldowns. This buff is basically universally good for every monster, so just make sure abilities come out a lot faster. So we'd like to get a bit more armour though. Armour being the blue bar you can see at the top. That does. We'll go looking for the hunters now. As with stage 2, you get a bit of a damage increase, more HP to play with, as you can see. That's going to be the damage buff right there. Skip past it though, just so they don't pick it up. Whenever Hank is on the team, usually you want to go for Hank because the shielding that he puts out is a little bit too good to ignore. Digging him down very cleanly actually. And then we go for Abe, because Abe is our trapper. Who's put this big blue force field around us. Abe is actually one of the very strong hunters into Kraken because the stasis is very good against Kraken. Because it pulls you out the sky, and a big source of this monster's power comes from his flight, so... You thread that in there, we're going to get out though. I don't really want to fall into the Kraken trap, which is that if you stay there, as we were there, and keep poking them, their damage will actually outpace yours, so you'll lose more HP than it's worth. So we'll grab the reset on the armour. There's all this here, we'll grab this. We are going to have the evolve ready here, but we're not going to go for it immediately. You can use your HP as a bit of a resource. So, after that, so we're now fully armoured, we'll get in there. Playing for the strikes, which are them little white blocks that will be appearing on the HP bars, them little blocks we've got on the people that we downed. Reduces their overall HP, and it's what you really play for when you're playing this monster. Because if you can get 2 of them on the hunters, which Hank will now have, they'll die the next time they go around rather than being incapped. Same system as Left 4 Dead, basically. Gives you a big advantage as the monster. Down in hunters. It's a very shit for me heal burst right there. And not so idiotic bounce, that's fine. We need to go for you now then, because he is in position. Emmett's very high sustain, so we don't want to risk sticking around. There's the down. We are still downed. Make sure we can actually land that. So we'll get the down on Abe, there it is. Dip out, we've got about 2/3 of the HP left. I might go for one more, to be honest. Potentially. They are going to get the respawn back though, because they did have Emmett's healing buoy, so I'm going to get rid of this, because this can remove strikes from hunters if you walk through it. Just make sure the hard work doesn't get refunded, you know. Kind of want to get this out just before we do get the line of sight on ideally. Those. We do have Hank in somewhere because it did revive him, but it revives him from the place where the beacon was placed. So he's going to be out positioned here. We're bouncing back towards us. Good, there it is. We know he's used his shield, so I'm going to go for this. Usually you don't want to target the assault, but in this particular instance it's fine because we know he's used the shield. There it is, let me get rid of you. So that'll revive everybody when it goes off. We'll go and grab the stage 3. We can end it there obviously, but we're going to show every stage of the monster off because obviously, you know, there's like 3 people on the planet, myself included, that can play this game. So, you know, we show off all its features, fellas. We'll grab the stage up. So when we reach stage 3, this is where the monster properly becomes the power roll. We will max lightning strike in this particular occasion. We're now fully grown. There it is. Kraken's actually one of the biggest monsters in the game as well, so you get in the proper end-game experience, you know. Top the armor back up and then we'll get in there. Monsters in this game are actually power rolled as well. That's just something I was mentioned. I've been at work today, so my mind's not working as quickly as it normally is. There's no second chance mechanics. The hunters in this game are described by both lore and the game itself to stop me from getting to stage 3. And obviously when it happens in the game, you find out why. Because you do need very good positioning to beat stage 3. We do talk about that's fine. Obviously we're going to get rid of Hank. There it is. We'll go for Abe. Stop the bones. Yes. Kind of need to get that beacon to be fair. Where is it? No. That's the stasis pulling me out. We actually do get it though. Let's get the shield. It's fine, we bait. We switch back to Emmett's to make the most productive use of our time because he is shielded, so it's not really going to mean anything to Garth Parnell until that shield's ended. It's down. Lose armor. Down there, can't see anything because of the fucking tree, dude. Look at this. Should be it. There it is. Shots is quite quick on that. 907, it's pretty much normal. Do actually averages, we're very nearly in on Vortex. Look at this. See you on the next one, fellas.